have a lot going on right now. I try not to repeat myself. I try to keep exploring and growing as an artist, and I think that is what basically keeps me motivated. And I know that, every time I find that my audience is growing and growing, and they follow pretty much, everything I do. So that also is a very, very huge source of motivation.
Who do you think your peer group is? Who do you look up to in the dancing world? Is it people working now or people from the past? Or?
I can value the past and the present just as much. I do appreciate the people who have inspired me from the past. Like we all know Nureyev and Baryshnikov, the level of artistry that they be able to bring in anything that they did. But anybody from different arts fields, sort of like, music, and talking about that, Michael Jackson is somebody also that inspires me a lot growing up. I think all the arts related, they managed to find a common ground, whether it is music or painting or dance.
Going back to the Michael Jackson thing, how did you feel when you heard the news?
Oh, I felt terrible because he was, one of my idols growing up, and he was so young, and you feel like, he has so much to say and do still.
What do you think it is that sets you apart from just, another dancer?
I think perhaps it is the range of factors that I bring, to my performance. I think I'm good at bringing emotions, to tell the message, and without compromising, the role. I'm not trying to be all the time me, but I try to also be the role, whatever the role, requires. And of course, the technique and the ability to jump and all this sort of thing, it was one of my trademarks from the beginning. But also, maybe I think the fact, my backgrounds, my origins, and maybe my skin color also help, because it means that, I'm something that I haven't been seen before. I took, at that level anyway, a Romeo, like me, is something that the audience haven't seen before, so maybe that also helped.
Can you see in your mind's eye a day when you hang up your shoes and say no more?
Yeah, and it's just...
Do you look forward to that?
Yeah, it's getting closer and closer. I have so much pride, and I also respect, for what I do and to my audience. And when I think that I don't have it anymore, and believe me, it's gonna arrive a day that I won't be able to do the Prince role. I'm not gonna do it just to satisfy myself. I also have to think about my audience, and to be respectful to that. So when I feel like I don't bring that freshness anymore, I think it's time to go.
How do you feel about the performance that's coming to Sadler's Wells in December?
Well, I think it's a great program. It's a strong program. Apollo. We don't need to say anything. Just you say the name and it says it all. It's one of the masterpieces of our time, and so it is fun and suite of dancers who's also, great and very rarely seen in the UK. So it's a very, very good balanced program.
And if we look beyond that, can you tell us anything about the performances with the Ballet Nacional de Cuba in 2010?
Yeah, the National Ballet, de Cuba is a company dear to me. I'm still a member of that company, and yeah, it would be great to join them here in the UK. It's something that I haven't done for a long time, or I haven't done never. So I'm gonna join them for a couple of Swan Lakes, so we'll be very excited, and Lake Corsair as well. And so it would be, a really great evening of sort of like a reunion, a Cuban reunion.